of industrial caulkers?
Of industrial caulkers. Industrial caulking.
Boy, so this is going to be a wild show.
No, you know a trade you should get into where you're going to make big money. I watch the people that redo like the old cathedrals outside. They do like the sculptures.
Oh, masonry work.
But they do like the old sculptures. There's
oh yeah. When they redid the
that's fucking wild.
When they redid the
it's like a trade handed down for like hundreds of years.
Absolutely. And they used all the old tools still and everything. Oh yeah.
Maybe we can watch a YouTube video on it because
look it up once. There's nothing.
Yeah,
there's
a lot of
guaranteed
pictures.
There's nothing.
So this is an after dark show. And in case nobody knows who Jordan is, he's a longtime friend of mine. I grew up with him. We went to summer school together or summer camp together.
That's where we met.
Weird church functions. Yeah, stuff like that.
Church functions, and we just started hanging out afterwards.
And we just started hanging out. And he is in his job right now, currently, is as an industrial caulker.
And no, I do not caulk bathrooms. All right.
Why?
In the 7 years I have been doing this, I have not one time touched a bathroom.
Hey, that seems to be the most important place to put caulking. All around the tub, the shower.
Yeah.
Why don't you do it?
Because we're industrial.
Oh, yeah, you're industrial.
We don't have bathrooms in the industrial world.
I get what you're saying.
There are bathrooms in the industrial world. However,
that's a great question.
However, technically, when you're doing construction, the plumbers are required to seal their own fixtures. And if they want to bid it out to us, they will have to pay us instead of doing it themselves. And it's going to be definitely more expensive. See all this stuff here that you're looking at? Tape? We don't use tape. We are professionals. We don't tape stuff. You make that stuff look nice.
They're doing so he's doing it like taping off like before you paint a car or something because he's going to screw up. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because he's going to screw up. He's going to overpump it.
Yeah.
He's going to put so much caulking in there that it just seeps out all over the place. You get these double lines, and you don't put tape. This is an amateur. He has never caulked before.
He doesn't know what the hell
he's probably
doing.
Caulked a few times before, and he knows it's a mess. But you see how you got your pump action.
Is that gun you use?
That's not the gun we use at all. But
show him your arm.
My grip muscle.
Yeah, look at that! Look at that, bro. Put it up maybe a little higher. I don't know if you can. Yeah, there you go. We'll get that on camera.
It's my tool.
That's from pumping.
All right, but you see that dry tooling right there?
Yeah.
When you dry tool, that's how you're supposed to tool it. But look, he's getting all bumpy. He's putting his tip right in there.
Wasting a lot.
You're wasting so much caulking, and caulking these days is super expensive. Just for a little tube of caulking, $12, $15. You don't want to use so much and don't put your finger in it. I hate it. I hate seeing that. Every video I see, people are putting their finger in it and everything. The only time I put my finger in caulking is when I I can't even describe it. When you screw up, like when you lift your knife out, because he was dry tooling right there. And dry tooling is basically you just take a tool that's dry, because everyone uses a wet tool or something that's like soaked in water, like a piece of wood soaked in water that they filed down into a perfect shape.
Right.
And they'll just use that, and that's called wet tooling. Or they'll just stick their finger in it, and that's where you see all these YouTube videos. Yeah, you just just put your finger in it. Yeah,
oil field stuff though, bro.
I didn't stick it in there, kind of like going like this.
But if you're working on a bathroom and people are washing their hands and they're going to see that caulking, you don't want it to look like garbage.
That's man, where's the tip on that one?
Like
straight up.
Yeah,
he needs a big bead.
That's a big bead right there. That's what that is. But
I hate caulking.
But dry tooling, I love it, dude.
I hated it because we'd have to do.
You need to get
It was just so. I wanted an electric caulking gun.
Yeah, electric
squeezing it. Yeah.
You just pump.
I want
like an electric grease gun.
Pump it up.
Oh hell no! I want a gun where it's like push a button like a drill and just.
Like literally, we have caulking guns that can hold. See, that's dry tooling. That is a good dry tool method right there. And he comes back, he bonds it both ways, gets a good bond, and then you want to come back one more time, but he doesn't, I bet. Nope, see? And you want to give it that nice, clean look. But that is actually pretty good. He's got a little double lineage right there on the bottom. And that looks pretty good,
I've
honestly.
never had such an interesting conversation about caulking in my life.
Yep, he's got a little double action. See right there where he lift up his knife and finish that little edge part right there.
He missed a spot over here.
Yeah, he just didn't caulk enough in right there. But like here at the end, you're going to see it one more time.
Yeah, come back through there, brother.
See, that's where you just want to come back in, put your tip in there a little bit more.
Yeah, just the tip.
Or you could just the tip. Just the tip. Or you can just keep sliding that caulking over and like fill that gap in. And right there where he puts his knife back in, that little spot right there where you can see the indentation where he put his knife back in, right there. Oh, right there. You know, go back a little. I'll show you.
Go back.
I'll show you. That's the only time I put my finger in the fucking caulking. Right there. You see that little tail right there?
Yeah.
You just look at it.
You're good at that.
Just get rid of that, and it looks so nice. It looks so good.
What are the odds that a job like
he's
this...
just sealing up concrete right now to the CMU wall.
What are the odds that a job like this gets taken over by robots? You know robots are doing everything now.
Never.
Nothing?
Nothing.
There's
No,
nothing
absolutely not.
I can't see how it's possible
But
either.
like, we don't... All right, so go to precast panels.
Precast.
Because this is like concrete. And you always want to use silicone on concrete that has a good stretch. You want to
Here's
look
a
for
precast
like
panels.
100% stretch limit on that. Like 100% flexibility.
On what?
On your caulking when you're doing concrete. So because then the bead that you put down, it can stretch double the length right here. See how this is what we do for the most part. This like around door frames, around windows. See he's in a jig lift right there.
He's got the electric.
Yeah. Oh, see he's cheating. Got the electric.
Is that an electric one?
Yeah, that's electric.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
No. See, you're supposed to do those welds though.
So he ain't doing it right either.
Well, he's probably is, but he's working for, I don't know who he works for. See, for those ones too, you got a nice little bead in there. You want to come back. What's he doing?
Smooth that over.
You got some back rot. See, he's using a wet sponge.
Yeah.
See that right there? And look how it's filling the whole entire gap.
Right, because you can get that sponge in there.
Yeah, but that's wrong.
What?
I believe
that's how I would do it.
No.
What's
because
the right
that
way?
little sponge, all it's doing, because you need at least an eighth thickness of your caulking bead to see. Okay, the color's at least. He's at least actually getting it in there. You need at least an eighth thickness of your caulking bead to like make sure it stays.
Is this stuff flexible once it dries? Will it?
This could be anything. I honestly don't know what he's using. He could be using a 2-car component. He's using sausages though. So
right, but like a structure like this, is it going to be the kind of thing that expands and contracts a little bit with heat and cold?
Everything.
And so
everything does.
Right, but does this stuff expand and contract with it?
Yeah. I'm not sure.
It's got a little bit of like rubber.
Using, yeah.
Right.
But like, see, he's using a sponge. I've never used a sponge before.
If they do it right, the company talks them into not buying that stuff, so they got to come back and put some different stuff in.
Like, we'll come back and re-caulk for you
caulking
every year,
has a
brother.
20-year warranty. Yeah, I've never tooled a caulking joint that way, ever.
Did you just learn something new? You're like, no, I
don't even want to learn how to do it that way. And I don't know what kind of back rod he's using either. I'm sure that's some flexible stuff there. But he needs to make sure he's putting that in long enough.
Bro, this job I feel like it's a little bit fun. Because I'm kind of like...
See, that's a big thing that we do right there. And if you like look around, like caulking around door frames and stuff like that, that's what we do also. There's always door frames in industrial buildings, schools, prisons. Like we got this new prison going up here in Mandan, the women's prison.
Mm-hmm.
And that's... Literally, everything is caulked inside of the prison. What's up?
So New England's going to be out a whole lot of jobs.
Oh,
soon.
I know, right? yeah, they are.
That's what's keeping the town going, probably.
Yeah, dude, that sucks.
See, I could watch a caulking video all day.
I feel like I would want to go do this.
See, and look how many precast panels there are.
Yeah, how long would it take you to do that? Let's say this is a building in 4 corners. I mean, we kind of saw the dimensions of it.
Yeah, plus I get a lift.
Plus you get a lift.
I could literally pump out 15 gallons of caulking in 8 hours on this building.
I'm making at least that one wall last the whole
look at that. Look how big that is.
Okay, so that van is about probably
that's like a week for me.
Those are
2 weeks for me, dog.
Those are 8 feet precast walls. I would literally say like 8 to 10 feet. We'll say that basket. There's 2 poles up for each precast.
You think those are only 8 to 10 feet? What?
8 to 10 feet wide.
Oh.
That's probably like a 20-foot building. Or
Yeah.
probably like a 30-foot building. I could do that in like 4 days easily.
Okay.
Yeah.
See what you know what I like about this scene right here? It looks like they just
The
drop
wide angle lens.
you. It looks like they drop you off. You're just in there by yourself. It's quiet. It's peaceful.
Yeah,
and you
it
just
is
do your
nice.
job.
And you just listen to podcasts.
Yeah,
all
you're
day.
like, nobody's in
it's-
here bothering
It
me.
is really nice.
Yeah, I'm
It
in my
really
man
is.
lift, just working.
People don't bother you. I get along with everybody. Like the first thing he did, it looks
I
like
thought he was just messing around at first when he said he's.
an industrial caulker.
Yes.
No, man. See, one
That's
thing.
what he does,
see, yeah,
dog.
and he
This is
already
a real
what?
thing.
and
For
he already
real?
got the parapets. The parapet is up and over.
He knows his stuff.
Like just in case the roofer guys got there first, he got his parapets down because they need to put 2x4s or 2x6s on top of that precast for the roofers there. Like I know myself. Like I've been doing this for 7 years already. I really do enjoy it, and I'm the head guy at my job. I don't really want to say who I work for, but
yeah, the internet. And
the
whatnot.
internet and all that. Yeah,
You never
but
know.
yeah, I really do. We do good work. That's what I'll tell you right now. We do really good work. So
It doesn't look bad, honestly.
So I don't know what material he's using, but we don't use sausages like that. We use buckets of caulking. So we'll get like a 1.5 gallon bucket of caulking, or a 3 gallon bucket of caulking.
Look a tube in it.
And we'll mix in the color, mix in the other component to make it all sticky and whatnot, to make it stick. But he's not like prepping any of his walls either. Which
What's
is something
prep
else.
work for?
Prepping it, like 80% of your work is prepping.
Like washing it and stuff?
No, not washing it. Well, you can wash it. That is one way to prep out a job. See, look at all that shit he's just throwing away. That's why we don't use the sponges. But anyways, prepping is like wire brushing it off, or wire brushing it and using an air compressor, blowing it off.
Oh, yeah.
Get all that dust out of there. Because these things come in dusty.
And that can affect the adherence of the caulking,
Of the caulking
and stuff.
itself, yeah. Yep.
That makes sense.
And we also have rollers for our back rod is what he's putting in there is backing. We have rollers at a specific depth to get it in there and stuff.
You ever gotten into sheetrocking? You ever seen those dudes with the stilts on?
Yeah.
And they're freaking throwing that stuff up?
Yeah.
It looks cool wearing the stilts, but man, having your hands up over your head like that all day would jack me up, dog.
See, this guy's got it easy. He's got tubes he's using.
Oh, yeah.
Real easy to switch in and switch out a tube.
How many
Like,
views does this video have?
like we got 8.5.
15K views,
15K
8,000 subscribers. Just watching a
Yeah,
dude
commercial construction. No, but like
nuts.
we don't just do caulking. We also do fireproofing. Like you look up fire stop. And fire stop is probably one of the most important things that we do because I actually save lives. Like fire stop is
Would that be one of these?
So if you're
Like this?
No, it's kind of like that. It's the same. It's not really the same thing. Like look up fire dam spray, fire stop.
Keep in the industrial caulkers?
Yeah, or fires. Yeah, you don't have to put in the
dam
industrial
spray?
fire dam spray. Yeah, DAM.
Hey man, I actually saved some lives. Speaking
Alright.
of the other day,
Did you?
yeah, I
Oh,
put
I
out a
saw,
fire.
I saw the photo.
I put out a fire.
Justin sent me that photo.
Oh yeah, he sent you the one photo that he wanted to show
Talking
everybody.
trash. You looked cool. I was gonna post it on our social
Yeah,
media. You were
no,
putting a
dog.
fire out. Yeah, you
I'm
looked like you were
standing
at
there.
work. No,
No.
it looked. No, you were. It was a good pose.
Yeah, no,
I was like, yeah, I should post that on our
I
social
wasn't
media.
posing.
Skis
Somebody just
doing
took
work.
the picture.
See, just go to that. Yeah, you can go to that one. Head of wall
I
gypsum.
almost didn't
yeah.
stop to put it out.
HWD. That's just the
Was it
system
just-
number. The HWD
Was it just
0020.
burning on the side of the road?
Yeah, I drove up. Some metal came off a truck or something and started.
See, this looks like insulation.
Yeah, that's insulation. That's mineral wool. Itchy as shit.
I
dude.
know. We know mineral wool very
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. So you got your mineral wool. You stuff that above the gypsum board or sheetrock. Then you spray that spray right here, and that stops the smoke from. So if there's a fire, we do this in all emergency exits. So if there's a fire, the smoke can't go into the stairwell that you're trying to escape the fire through.
Huh.
However, he did not compress that good enough. I can see that right now.
Yeah, I saw that.
There's no compression
I
in
saw
that
the
mineral
gap
wool
in
right
it.
there. Because you want that nice and compressed on every side, and spray it so that material will stop. Because there's a 4-hour. Because when heat touches that mineral can't burn like regular insulation, and then it'll just stop everything.
Mineral
It stops.
wool.
Yeah, see right
God,
there.
I haven't
there-
heard that word in so long, dog.
Yeah. Oh,
Mineral wool.
I have to work with that stuff a lot. See right there, they're doing a nice little. If there's a fire on the second floor, the smoke won't go up to the third floor.
See, look how dirty that is, though. He should have cleaned that off before he sprayed it.
It'll adhere pretty much basically to anything.
Yeah.
Like that pressure of that.
New mineral is not too bad.
The air
It's
will do that.
Taking out the old stuff.
Then look up air barrier. We also do air barrier too. You can just look up air barrier, not industrial caulkers, because it's different. Not fire stop either. And delete that whole thing. Delete
Look up
everything.
air barrier?
Yeah, just look up air barrier. It's basically like you look at a house when it's being developed, you see that Melroll, or not Melroll, Tyvek. Tyvek that's on there. That's basically
Hate Tyvek.
yeah, that's basically air barrier, but on industrial buildings.
Which one?
Oh, like
I mean, I don't even know any of these ones.
3M
not
air
3M.
barrier. That's probably gonna show extreme temp
Maybe,
air barrier.
Just Stremco. There's 3M.
I don't know. Let's just see what this fool has. What's he putting up? Does that look familiar?
Yeah, it's pretty familiar. See, it's kind of like the same thing as Tyvek.
talking about like a house wrap.
Yeah, it's kind of like a house wrap. Yeah.
Oh, for windows and
But-
stuff?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but we use it as it's a spray.
Mm.
Like we wrap the windows with stuff like that, but you can wrap the whole building too, technically. But we use a spray, and this is just peel and stick stuff too. They got the easy. You got like adhesive spray glue that we use also.
Man, women don't understand the hard work we men have to go through.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
You think so?
Yeah, they do. They
Like
understand.
what? Working at Wendy's?
What's wrong with these? Got really good spicy chicken sandwiches.
They got a great spicy chicken, dog. You ever had it?
I will tell you right now, they're good. They haven't changed their recipes, and when they say fresh, never frozen, they really mean it.
He worked at Wendy's when he was
Wendy's is
younger.
good stuff.
I'll go through the drive-thru and Jordan will hook
Spicy
me up
chicken
with
is
free
good.
spicy chicken.
Don't tell them that.
Oh yeah,
No,
I had to pay for them.
No, I would tell them to go through my drive-through like 5 times. Just go around it. Drop my drive-through times. Just drop those times for me.
Just
People
get
in
me.
the managers in the fast food restaurant industry, you know what I'm talking about. Those drive-through times affect your bonuses, don't they?
Oh, it's too funny.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what video we're looking at. Sealing
know.
air barrier.
Sealing air
No, we
barrier
don't-
connections.
sealing.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm.
No, we
looking
do.
at.
We do caulking. We do fire stop. We do air barrier.
So you like
We do,
the job?
I
You
like
love it.
Yeah, I love it.
You don't find that very often. Most people hate their jobs. We're
I
just
love-
there for the check.
You know, I really love anything I'm doing. I love working.
Yeah.
I really love working. In
That's
general.
good.
Yeah, like I love to work. Love it.
And now you're going to be farming chickens.
Chickens. Yeah.
We were talking about that yesterday. Do you know the proper way to decapitate and butcher a chicken, Errol?
No.
Well, you can't cut his whole head off. First of all, you can't just like cut his head off and let it go, like flopping around with that chicken with the head cut off. You know that term? Yeah,
Yeah.
because they're just going over there, just breaking
was like,
bones
no.
and everything, and you don't want that. Like you want them. First, you got to pet them. Okay.
Yeah, make
First,
love
you got
to
to
the
pet
chicken.
them. You just gotta name him Billy.
Billy,
Okay.
I'm so sorry you had to go through
No,
this.
no, you don't tell him what's gonna happen.
Oh, yeah, you don't want him to know.
You don't want him to hurt him,
That's accurate.
and then you let him free because we don't hurt animals.
Right.
We love animals. I'm vegan.
Oh, for sure. You
Yeah.
look like you eat meat, though, dog.
No. All right, so what you do is you grab some chicken wire and you like those little cones of water you get outside of a water dispenser.
Mm-hmm.
It just comes in a sleeve or whatever. You just want to make that with chicken wire, just like a little cone with no bottom, and you put the chicken through there, and you pull the chicken's head through there, and you cut the chicken's head off there, and then so that doesn't
Errol's
damage
face.
any of the bones or anything like that, because the bones will. If you do that, it'll ruin the meat.
Went from industrial caulking to this, dog.
Oh, I've been butchering
No.
chickens since I was like 6 years
When
old.
I worked at
like
the zoo,
7
man,
years old.
we'd hypnotize the chickens. When you lay them on the side and you draw the line, You've done that?
Oh, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
and
Yep.
then you just like, then they'll just lay there,
Then
man.
they'll
You
just
can
lay
fucking-
there. Man, I swear chickens have X-ray vision. You know that?
Think so?
Yeah, every time I'm around them, they go,
Take off, run it. They know what's up. The chickens know.
oh.
Chickens don't lie. See, when we used to butcher chickens, we didn't do it like that. We had a board, 2x4 or whatever. You stick 2 nails in it, right? So the nails are coming out like this. Then you lay that chicken's head in between those 2 nails, and you put them thin enough so it's just his neck can get in there, but not his head. You put his head in there, and you stretch his neck out through those, so his head gets stuck on those 2 nails, and his neck, and you just hit him with a freaking
Well, you
hatchet.
don't want to just hit it with that. You got to save that neck.
Take that
you gotta
neck
get
off
it all
with
the
a
way
hatchet.
up. You got to hit it all the way up. That neck.
I guess as close as you
the
can get
neck
up to
is
his
one of
head.
the really
I know,
best
it's
parts.
juicy,
The neck
bro.
and the back, dude.
Mm.
Best parts of chicken
Yeah.
right there.
We've done it a
Best
couple
parts.
different ways. Last time I did it, they would take the chickens by their feet. They would lock their feet into this thing.
Well, so you're
And
not
then
doing
they would
chickens
just-
for the eggs.
then they
You're
would just
chickens
cut
Oh
for
their
no,
neck.
we just butcher the chickens that won't lay anymore. So after like 3 years,
Yeah.
they won't lay anymore. So you just
That's when
yeah,
you
you
get
know,
that.
eh.
So how many chickens you got?
None right now.
No.
But growing up, we had hundreds. We had hundreds, and then every year,
Yeah,
I
they're
think
hard
every
to come
year.
by these days picking them up. Anywhere.
Eggs are.
Oh yeah.
The chickens in general.
What's that?
Yeah. it's
Why
hard
is
to-
that? Is that because all the farms burned down,
like,
right?
even like, well, where I'm at, like even like runnings, like they're getting taken before they're even off the truck.
Really?
Yeah.
They really want them that bad. Over here in Runners, there's chickens for sale there.
Yeah.
Because everybody thinks the world is ending, man.
Because even Chad, he's got chickens,
I know he's had chickens for a long time.
but he's doing but he's going to like other farms to pick them up because he couldn't even get them in town.
Don't
Damn.
chickens breed? Can't you have more chickens from
Yeah,
the
what do you
chickens
think,
you
eggs?
have? I know, but that's why. Like, why
Chickens
are you
come
going?
from
Why do you need to go buy more if you have chickens?
Well, because you're selling.
Can't
the
your
eggs, so
chickens
people
lay
don't
more
eat 'em.
chickens?
You sell the eggs, and your chickens do stop
Well,
laying
let some of those eggs fertilize. Why are you selling them all? Right?
because they'll eat each other.
The chickens will eat the baby chickens.
They're little dinosaurs, man.
That's right. That's true. Actually,
They see red. Like
See mice?
there's a reason why they have red as a light when they're growing up.
calms them down. doesn't
No,
it? I
because
thought
if
that
they
calmed them
see
down.
if it's just regular light like this and not red, and they see blood, they'll kill that chicken. They will attack that chicken till
Jesus.
death,
I
and then
didn't
all
know
the blood
that.
will be on the other chicken. All the chickens will start killing each other.
I did not know
Yep.
that.
Yeah,
That's
chickens are little monsters.
That's weird.
Oh, they're little ferocious.
As much as
fuckers.
that
Yeah,
sounds
they
bad,
are,
I
dude.
almost kinda see that.
They don't care.
At
Like
the same time, I kind of like to see it.
yeah,
I mean, it would be cool.
Want to see something like that? Yeah, chickens will eat anything. Chickens will eat other
Yeah,
chickens.
you throw a mouse in there and watch them just tear it to
yeah, they'll
shreds.
just eat
You
the
think,
mouse.
oh,
They don't
chickens
care.
are just out there eating worms in the garden.
Yeah, they're eating everything.
No, they eat
eat
everything.
Yeah,
If your child was small enough, that chicken would eat him.
like they
You
got.
got to get pigs.
Like-
man.
Oh, I want pigs. Too.
That's how we
I'm
could
gonna get pigs.
well, I'm
gonna
not
get
gonna
sheep
say that.
Just make sure you take the teeth out.
Oh,
and fingernails.
don't they eat
Fingernails
bones?
and teeth. If they're hungry
Pigs
enough.
eat bones, right?
If they're hungry enough,
What are we just deciding on right now?
we're
Why
gonna
don't we
get a
just
pig
have
farm.
time
We're all gonna
pigs,
invest in a pig
Bacon,
farm.
boy. I'm trying to make the bacon.
Don't want them to choke on a tooth or nail.
Yeah, we're gonna start the BTG squad.
Pig farm.
Yeah, pig farm.
Let us know your enemies.
Let us know. You got enemies? Hook us up. Man, I'm trying to feed my pigs. Stop playing.
No, but industrial caulking, it's good paying.
Yeah,
So,
well, yeah. What
yeah.
you're making? Don't tell them exactly numbers, but
Good.
good.
Good money. I'm making good money.
Above
So,
20,
So the
right?
commercial keeps
Above
saying
20, above
for-
30.
Above 20,
So-
above 30. Figure it out. Yeah, they make great money. And people, that's a job I never knew existed because I
Yeah,
thought
people don't know that job exists. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that job existed.
because I was in the construction industry when I was younger.
How'd you get it?
When I was working
Just
at a
applied
bar,
somewhere?
when I was working at a bar, one of these guys would always come in early in the morning at 7:30, right when we opened. We didn't serve alcohol till 8, and he would always order alcohol then. But he came in, he became
Drunk.
but yeah, he was. But he became a regular, and I was just like, "Oh, what do you do?" "Oh, I own a caulking business." I was like, "Oh,
Ah,
that's different." Well, you can't do the restaurant industry forever. You need to learn something.
yeah,
So I was
for
like,
sure.
you know what? Hey, man, if you ever need help one of these days, you should let me know. I want to come check it out. And
networking. You're a
About
good networker.
about a month later, oh, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
I'm good with people.
Good.
I grew up. I did the restaurant industry forever. I
Yeah,
was
that'll do it.
manager, fast food, server, bartender, you know, and you become a people person real quick. You're surrounded by people all the time. I can make friends with anybody.
You made an
Literally
enemy tonight,
anybody.
brother.
I don't know.
I hate you, Jordan.
There's 8 billion people in this world. Someone's bound to hate you. And that's all right with me.
I know I derailed your story. So you got
Anyway,
his number.
I
and-
got his number. Or yeah, about a month later, after I said I would help him out, he came in. He's like, "Hey, I'll help you. You want to come check it out?" I was like, "Sure." So I was just like, "Yeah." We went and checked it out. I was like, "Okay, I'll do this."
Hell yeah.
And yeah,
Tried it out. Did your arms get tired as hell that first day?
no, my arms have never gotten tired. My hand kind of hurts every now and then.
Because you
And then,
jack off a lot.
No, because that's all I'm doing is this all day, all day. This is what I'm doing. Like literally,
I know you ought to get into arm wrestling.
Come on, let's go.
No,
man.
I don't do it anymore. I saw too many people break their arms. I was like, yeah, I'm done arm wrestling,
Should we
dog.
not swear that much? Or what?
You can.
All right.
No,
So
you
I'm not-
100%. I
I'm not too sure.
I got
how
good muscles.
I just
bad
don't know.
bones.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure how shadow band.
No, you
are.
can.
Like,
I just don't know which one of these my dad watches, so I'm trying to be clean.
he's gonna watch all the ones that I'm on now.
been
He's like, I
watching-
know
He's
that.
been watching
guy.
some
I
of them
know
lately. I'm
that,
like, damn, I need to
dude."
calm down.
Like, dude, day traded. You know what, David, Mr. Jackson,
Mr.
my bad,
Jackson.
Mr. Jackson. I hope you're doing good with the day trading. I really do.
Yeah,
I really
yeah,
do,
brother.
Hope, yeah, teach me something.
us some
Teach me
things.
what stock to invest in because I know a little bit about stocks. dude.
Right now, Tesla. But they're just too out. They're out of the price range because you can buy a stock for like 200 something bucks. It's like, how many can I buy? I can't
Well,
buy enough
it's
to
not out
make
of
me
the price
rich.
range. Anything is in price range. It's just because you don't want
Quantity.
if you don't own one share, doesn't mean anything.
Exactly. Quantity.
How much is gold?
That means it's out of my price
How much is
range.
gold right now?
I don't even know.
An ounce of gold is over. Excuse me. An ounce of gold is over like
Is it high now?
2,500, 3,000 maybe.
Yeah, my uncle's been.
You
doing
think
gold
you're
for
ever going to own an
years.
ounce of gold?
I have gold.
Do you?
Yeah.
I
Give
got-
me that
I
money.
got some silver.
Yeah, I got some
Yeah,
silver
I got some
too.
silver at the right time.
Yeah. I don't know
But,
how much I have, honestly.
But
I really don't.
What were we talking about? How'd I get into this?
Stock trading with
Stock
dad.
trading,
And then,
yeah, you said your dad.
yeah, well, how did we get into that,
I don't
Skis?
know.
Damn, son.
Is
You're
that when I got
supposed to
the
be the
job?
moderator
Yeah,
here.
he was asking about the job. How he got the job?
Yeah, how I got the job. But
But
then,
you
Oh,
better
the
get
cursing.
bar.
We were talking about cursing and yeah.
but then
You
I
can
got,
curse.
But then
You
I
can
got
curse.
fired from my first employer, and I was just like, wow, he just fired me for no reason. Like literally no reason, because this is at Workwell State.
Mm.
So I got no reason for why he fired me, and I was like, how can I get back at him? I'm gonna go work for the competition. Now I get paid better. I get better benefits. I get everything all around is better. Better work environment. Not better. I had a real good time working with my 2 homies over there, but I'm in a higher position. I train people now and all that stuff. So
Nice.
I'm in a better position.
That's good.
Like all around better position, better money, better like shop in general.
Right.
Everything is better. So
Yeah, that's what you want.
like better
man.
boss. Like my boss is awesome.
I've had bosses
like-
that are awesome.
Like he
Still do.
knows I'm a very good employee,
Mhm.
and I really appreciate that. So yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually those. What would you call those? Blue collar jobs.
yeah, blue collar.
Yeah, usually a good blue collar job boss understands and appreciates sincerely a good employee,
Oh, absolutely.
and they'll
But,
do just
however,
about anything.
Everybody's replaceable.
Sure,
Like,
sure.
I'm humble enough
They've got
to
their
know I'm
limits.
replaceable, but I'm confident enough to know it'll take 3 people to replace me.
To know your worth.
Absolutely,
Yeah. Yeah.
absolutely.
That's
So-
good. Like working for certain companies, like Amazon, for instance.
No,
I mean, you could say that's a blue collar job, but there's no. From the stories I've heard, it's not like you know your boss ever. It's like you'll get a text one day saying, "Hey, you're fired," and you have never even met this person. They're like, "Listen, don't show up
Yeah,
tomorrow.
exactly,
You're
right.
done."
And your coworkers you don't even talk to really.
Yeah.
You're just
No,
in your own mind game. Like my coworker, I love all my coworkers.
that
Like,
that is a
you know.
good thing at a job too. If you get along with and you know the people that you work with,
Yep.
it's also a big deal.
Like it's a good work environment over
Yeah,
there.
that's
The reason
good.
why I said that my other 2 coworkers, because I only worked with 2 other people. Now I work with like 8 different cats. So
Mm.
and like they look up to me.
You guys have any arguments, fights?
No,
Nothing.
no.
That's good.
Anything that we have to argue about, it's like we squash it here, and we don't get the boss involved because what is he gonna do? Nothing.
Right.
He's more worried about bidding jobs, making money for his company, keep his company running, keep his men paid,
Yeah.
keep the wheels rolling.
Yeah, we got
He
more
doesn't
important
want to
stuff.
deal with drama that happened out on the field.
Mhm.
He doesn't want to hear it. He doesn't want to hear what grown men have to complain about each
Sometimes
other.
it's so petty,
Like,
bro.
it is petty. It really is petty.
Man.
And it's just
Oh,
like,
for sure.
handle your stuff on the field and get back to work the next day
Right.
and squash it.
That's how it should be, too.
Like, that's really how it needs to be. And any problems that anybody has with each other, they need to squash it right away.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to be working beside this guy and you have to see his face every day, and that's all you can think of is how much you hate this dude, it's like, you got to squash your beef, bro.
Right.
Like,
it makes it
you
miserable.
guys have to work together.
Uh-huh.
You guys have to be a team. You guys have to work
Right.
as a team and move forward and get the job done.
Yeah.
Or else it's just going to be back and forth, and people are watching you. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's not just you and the other guy, you and your coworker there. It's other crew members from other trades watching also. And it's like, how does that look to the company that you're representing then?
Yeah.
So you need to not show quarrel when on the field, and you just need to squash it right away.
Right.
Like,
And other companies, a lot of them are waiting for that opportunity to see you guys. Oh, that's our competition over there, or that's another company. And if we can get them out of this job site, we can bid that job.
oh, well,
So let's go tell the.
Well, it's
So
not
I don't
even-
take your whole crew
it's not
over, you
even
just
that.
Take them out.
it's
Yeah.
not even that. It's all right. So the foreman here of this company that we're subcontracting under
Uh-huh.
sees that we can't work together. So he's going to tell his higher up, the foreman of the
Yeah,
contract company
yeah.
is going to tell his higher up, like, these guys don't really, they can work, but they don't work well together. He's going to see that, and that's going to reflect
Yeah.
on
I don't want them
the
on
job.
the job
Yeah,
sites
exactly.
anymore.
They don't want us. All right, so they bid $10,000 less than the other guys, but they don't work well together,
Right.
and there's always issues.
Mm-hmm.
And if they work together better, they could get so much more done in a day, but they
Sure.
don't.
Sure.
So
That's the thing.
it's going to reflect
Oh, yeah.
no matter what. So you just can't have that drama
No,
between
man.
coworkers. You really can't. You got to work as a team, get the job done, go home, do it again the next day.
That's right.
That's what a job is.
Y'all
Just-
here for the same thing. Paycheck.
we're just trying to get paid. We're just trying to get feed
Trying to
feed
get
the
my money.
families. You're trying to achieve your goals of what you want. You're just through money. So you're just trying to get paid. That's it.
Yeah, back when I was trucking in the oil field, we had this incident where two guys, we all got back to the yard at the end of shift. Everybody's sitting in line in the semis waiting to get fuel. And two of the drivers up in front of me are like going back and forth on the radio for something stupid, right? And they got into this argument. So when we all parked, the one driver jumped out of his truck, ran over to the other driver, grabbed him by his shirt and knocked him down on the ground and was like holding him on the ground. And the driver who he did that to was a friend of mine who could have whooped his ass, but he didn't. He kept his hands up. He was like laughing it off, like, get off me, bro, right? And our boss was going to fire both of them for that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the guy that didn't do anything, he had to threaten to take him to court to keep his job, which I thought was crazy. Like, why? Our boss was like, oh, there's a zero fighting policy. Both of you get fired if you're fighting. But the other guy was the one that did everything, and our boss was going to fire both of them for it. We're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know?
But you almost have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't, though.
Well,
He started it. You're going to grab me and push me to the ground, and then I get fired? Because I could have beat him
yeah,
up.
but you're representing the company.
Sure, but damn.
You're on the
And the
clock.
only thing that they could have got him on, like,
But you said they were
Just-
going back and forth on
they
the
were
radio.
going back and forth on the radio, on the CB.
So he did kind of get
kind of was involved.
tie into it a
kept
little
pushing
bit.
it
Yeah.
and pushing it too.
In the end, they only ended up firing the guy who was leaving, but because my buddy like threatened legal stuff, they were like, "All right, we're not going to
But at
fire
that
you."
point,
But
did-
it's I don't
That
know.
sucks though. Then I wouldn't even want to be there if I'm doing that too.
Exactly.
At the same time, it's like,
Exactly.
You have to go to that extent
Yeah.
just to like keep
I'm like,
your
all right,
job.
bro, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he did leave soon after anyway, but it's just weird. And North Dakota's a right to work state, I think, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah,
so they can
you get
fire
fired
you
for
for
any
anything.
reason, but you can also quit for no reason too.
right.
Yeah. So that's the other side of it too.
Yeah.
You don't need a reason to leave. You can just stop going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just I don't know, man. like you said, we're all here to make a good paycheck, and you want to represent your company well. You want to get along well with your fellow coworkers and stuff. So why not just do that? It sucks
so
when you're in
much
an environment
easier.
with drama.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Then just everybody around you too knows there's something going on. There's
That
drama
guy.
at the workplace, and it's just like, now I got to go deal with these guys fighting each other, and no one wants to do that. No one wants to deal with grown men fighting, dealing with stupid stuff.
Yeah, and that's the key word too. Grown men
Like,
who can't. They don't have their stuff together. Some of us get old, but we never grow up. You find that in a lot of companies, man. It's like you're just working with children. It's weird.
That is true.
Skis? Anything else you want to add?
No, I'm good.
Did my lights go out? Why did it feel like it got darker in here? Is the devil present? No.
Just your skin. Just joking.
So, yeah, anything else you want to say about your company or your job? This was kind of about you, an introduction to Jordan Metzger on the After Dark show.
Industrial caulkers.
You have a lot of life, man, that you've lived that we could also get into.
Oh, yeah.
We probably shouldn't in this show, but...
we can do it in another show, absolutely.
Yeah. Talk about some of the other stuff, some of the stuff we went through growing up, all that nonsense.
Oh, absolutely. Just
we got some stories, bro.
Yeah, right.
We'll get into it in another episode, but for
too
now,
many fights.
Yeah, I know, too many fights. We were thugs, skis.
We were thugs. No, I just didn't take no shit.
Jordan didn't take no shit.
No, don't like it when people talk.
I remember the fights, man. Just the one. You remember the one we met at Misty Waters?
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah,
who was that? Was
one.
that Pape? Was that Pape? That kid?
Justin.
Justin?
Yeah.
I forget his name, but I remember we all went down
had
there.
a last name, but yeah. Oh man, I don't even know.
Kid.
He just wanted to fight.
I don't remember why either.
Just because I was a bigger guy,
and you
was
whooped
like
his ass too.
And he was taking like creatine or steroids. I don't.
Yeah,
even know.
he was on roids. 100%.
Yeah, he was on roids, and I was just like, "Why do you want to fight me?" I was like, I just want to fight you. I was like, "Fine, we'll fight."
The mind of teenagers, bro.
I don't understand. Like, I didn't do anything to this dude. He just wanted to fight.
No, I don't. No, you didn't do anything to him.
I didn't really even talk to him in school. No, nothing. I just, like I said, I worked all high school.
Yeah.
That's all I did was work.
Weird.
And he just wanted to fight me for no reason.
That was the end of that.
And that was the end of that. I fought him, and that was the end of that. I'll tell you what, right there. No one messed with me then.
Those were wild times, bro.
Yeah, that was different. Yeah, but no, industrial caulking, just wanted to.
Caulking.
Yeah, that's just.
Now you know.
That's just what I do. So, yeah.
The more you know, the more you can save. Geico.
Or the more
we can
the more you know, the more it's dangerous you become.
Yeah, the more you know, the more dangerous you become. I like that better.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the show. Watch the rest of our videos. Email us at thebtgteam@gmail.com. If you got a crazy story or something you want us to talk about, email it to us. Message us. Find a way. We'll talk about it. This has been the After Dark Show. Again, with Jordan Metzger. We've been talking to him tonight, learning a little bit about his life. My buddy growing up. I've known him for forever, since I was little. Errol Zapke, my best friend from Dickinson, the other half of the BTG show, the white face of black supremacy. We got to cut this.
Whoa.
That was a good one. We'll catch you guys in the next video.
Yeah, peace.
Peace.
What's cooler than that?
Well, keep it simple, stupid.